Hey guys, it's J Cafe, and now that I'm done with Vault Alloy's sadly very, very short beginning of his adventure, it's time for Shikamaru Kara to begin his adventure. Now, when it comes to the map, he lives on the left middle, quite almost as left as you can get middle. So yeah, sorry. Like if you think about it like a tic-tac-toe thing, you go from the top left corner and you just go down one, and that's where he lives around. So he's gonna try getting tech powerless. He gotta go all the way to the middle, down, and then right. So he's quite a bit of a ride for him. It's gonna take him a week or two probably if he has fastness. Yeah, so let's see what we got up his sleeve. Alright, so this guy starts off his life as some lazy kid who's just living with his parents. Not as a fat guy or anything, but he just doesn't do much. He does enough to not get bothered, but eventually his family's like, why do we still have him here? I think he needs something to do. Let's give him something to do. Let's give him an adventure. Kind of like Bilbo Baggins, but less talkative. No one pays attention to him, Bilbo Baggins. So now Shikamaru is given stuff by his family, change shirt and all that, and he is also happens to be really good at magic, but he never uses any. So that's why he's level 1, because he's good at it, but he doesn't use any of it. So he's got Chill Touch, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, True Strike, Chromatic Orb, Thunder Wave, and Misty Step. And so, as he's sent off by his family, he walks slowly but surely from one town to the next. Eventually he hits one town, and he has forced to stay because it's night or something. But eventually he finds himself halfway there before meeting some meanies. He's in a bar or whatever, cat tavern, and he's just woken up. He gets himself some breakfast, and now he's just chewing up some food. And now he's done, but then some weirdos just come and approach him. He's like, and these weirdos, there's 2 girls, 2 boys, and they're like, hey man, that's some pretty nice food. Mind if I take a bite? And right initially, Shikamaru just allows them to do it, and that's what he's gonna do. A little sneak and steal some gold pieces from their pouch of gold pieces so he can just buy and sell some more food, which means it's time for him to get some sleight of hand. If I can see where the heck sleight of hand is. Here it is. Sleight of hand. Alright, so problem is all 4 of these guys are messing with him. So he's trying to sleight of hand the first guy, and he would have succeeded. But then he starts getting pushed by another guy, which makes it so that he can't get his hand into the pouch, and he just ends up bumping into the guy taking his food. And they don't notice him trying to take their money, but they just what the heck, man? Watch it. And Shikamaru's like, look, I didn't mean to do that. So how about we just move on with our lives and forget this happened. And then he's like, actually, no, we're not. You see this piece of chicken? I was about to eat it, and then you bumped into me, and now I splattered into my nice robe. So I demand you compensate me. And Shikamaru was like, I'm not doing that. And then the other 3 guys push him around. It's like, actually, you should, man. Yeah, you should do that. Come on, pay the man. Give us our compensation for messing with his perfectly untainted clothing. And Shikamaru Kara is like, fine, I'll give you something. I'll play a game. a game. Yeah, if you win, I'll give you compensation. If I win, I don't have to give you compensation. And they're like, listen, man, you don't seem to understand what you're getting yourself into. This isn't a game of what you like and what you want and what we want. You're going to do what we want, or else you will die. And that's not very nice, so he's just like, I'd rather not die, and I'd rather not fight either. Fighting's such a drag. Drag as it may be, I don't care enough. So how about you give me my money? I'll give you a big piece of this blade as it takes out a knife. He yawns. Nice sword. It's pretty tiny. But who needs swords when you got magic? Any ray of frost him in the face. Oh, look at that. 22. I guess he gets advantage. Alright, he crit hits. It's a range attack, so the guy, I'm gonna say, instant dies. Just like that. Instant unconscious, not instant death. I'm gonna pretend they have the death save thing. So he's instantly knocked unconscious with his head pretty much as frozen as you can get, and he falls down. But his regular body's flaccid, whatever, it can bend, it can move. So he lands on his body and hits his head really hard on the ground, but it doesn't shatter anything. And that's when the other three people are like, what the heck? And they try pulling out their knives, because they don't have swords, but yeah, they're messing around. So initiative, 17. 3 more initiatives. What do we get? 14, 10, and 4. So Shikamaru goes first, unlike Vault. So that means he has a chance to use his poison spray. Poison spray is a con thing. And it would do total 9 damage, which would also unconscious them if they don't pass. And so let's see. 1, 2, 3. We get 2 of them succeeding his con of 10. But one of them doesn't. So one of them falls unconscious from the poison. The other 4 take really, really big damage from it. And coughing. And they try to move away. And then in response, they're gonna just throw their daggers at him. One at a time. One dagger at Shikamaru. And does that hit him? No. So that one misses as Shikamaru just kind of goes to the side because the knife was thrown while the guy was still coughing himself up. And the second dagger throw was it was also a miss. So they both miss him, and then Shikamaru is just gonna be like, walks up to one of them, is like, yo man, chillax, and use chill touch. These guys are just average people who have knives. So I'm going to say 9 actually is enough to hit them, which means he does get hit. And since he only has like 1 health left from succeeding the poison air, he takes 7 damage necrotic. He falls unconscious with his shoulder kind of just being completely decayed, as if you just see, it's kind of like eaten up by maggots, but without the maggots. His shoulder just decayed by maggots suddenly in like just a couple seconds, and the pain is so excruciating because you can feel that pain that he just falls onto the ground unconscious, holding his shoulder. And the other guy, the last guy or girl, sorry, who knows, probably a girl. One of them's gotta be a girl because I said 2 guys, 2 girls. So the last girl is like, what the heck? And she's gonna try punching him in the face in panic, and she doesn't hit him, as she just kind of hits her hand into his chain shirt, which he does have, yeah, and it just hurts his knuckles a bit, and he's like, listen, lady, I just knocked your 3 friends out, and I'd rather not go through the effort of trying to knock you out, so can't you just leave me alone and let me have my food? He sits back down at his table, which is unaffected by the cloud, and he starts eating the meat or whatever else he ordered. What I'm gonna say, bread, meat, a drink of just water. Who are you? No one important. That's gotta be a lie. No, it's not a lie. Please, don't try doing this with me. Don't do this with me. Just let me eat my food. Fine. Fine, I'll do that. And she leaves, dragging her buddies as best as she can through the door, and he just eats. And next, he's just gonna, once he's done eating, he's going to go back to his walking and walks from one town to another. Because I'm gonna say, yes, there are a lot of monsters around, but like there's gonna be like castle, big city, human city, medium city, small city, and then we got just like the small farms, small villages that don't appear on the map. And he's just going from small farm villages as he can find them, and he's slowly but surely going there. And his first really big action, he beat them all up pretty easily, so he's pretty confident in himself despite not showing it. And he eventually is going to make it almost to Tech Polis, but he also got one huge gap. So now he's just waiting at the tavern before the huge gap that will hit Tech Polis. And he's just going to take a nap. He's going to like, that'd be such a drag. I'm just going to wait till somebody's going and I'll just go with them. So he buys himself another room, sleeps in it for like just a couple silver, and I'm not going to actually do the money for that because I unfortunately am not playing with actual players, and so until money becomes a real concern, no. In fact, most times I don't believe people are really going to make money a real concern besides, just like, you have a lot of money, you spend some of it on something, and then that's it. Money, sometimes, unlike serious people, matter, but like in this case, it's not gonna really matter. And the 30 gold, I don't even know if it's something that legitimately should be something I should include, because I believe when I'm making the character it had like a default 30 gold or something, but who knows. So yeah, Shikamaru Kara will be just a day or two off of Tech Polis, waiting for someone to be going there themselves so that he can just go with them. Well, have fun. Try not to die.